Today on the Riff, Justin sits down with Lily and Ella, also known as Justin's daughters. It's fun to listen to this one as you can really tell how funny Lily and Ella think their dad is. Couple of really lucky ladies. Yes, Justin wrote the scripting for this one. We do hope today is helpful and hopeful. Thanks for listening.
All right, Riff. Here is a special episode. And why is this episode special? Well, it's not special because Jeremy's not here. That's not the special part. So we got another week without Jeremy because we're recording these during Snowmageddon. And I have two little humans that were home during Snowmageddon. And I thought, I don't think Lily and I don't think Ella I don't think they've ever been on the Riff. Is that true?
That is true.
That is true.
You've never been on the Riff?
I've never been on the Riff.
Jeremy's never had you as a guest?
No.
Unbelievable. Well, today's the day. I have my girls, Lily Jean, age, is it 17 or 18?
11.
11. I can never get that right. I'm so sorry. And then Ella, she is 12.
I'm 9.
9.
I'm 9.
I can never get that.
She's
I can never
9.
get that either. Oh, 9 and 11. I've got my girls here with me today on the Riff. I'm so excited. We're going to talk about Kid Point.
Okay.
We're going to talk about Jesus.
Got it.
And we're going to talk about Mr. Jeremy. And most importantly, we're going to talk about me.
Yes.
I cannot wait. Are you guys ready? I'm going to give you questions, and this is the Riff. So I'm just going to give you questions, and then you're just going to give me answers.
Got it.
And then if you've got questions for me, that's what you're going to do.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah? Is this your first podcast ever?
Yes.
You know what? I did hear on another podcast, I heard there was a shout out to Lily and Ella.
Yes.
There was, wasn't there?
Yeah.
But we weren't on it.
Well, you weren't on it, but they said hello Lily and hello Ella.
She did.
I was Meredith Miller's podcast, which if you don't listen, you should.
You should.
It's a good one. But you guys got a shout out from them. That's super
did.
fun.
Yeah.
Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. I think probably biggest question first
Okay.
would be, what's your favorite thing about your dad?
That needs my dad.
Yes, that's a great answer. Lily?
He drinks a lot of coffee.
I do drink a lot of coffee.
I don't know if that's my favorite thing,
That's
but
your
it's
favorite
a thing.
about me? What
It's
about
a thing.
What about my good looks?
You think you look good until you notice the bald spot on the top of your head.
Okay, that's that is hurtful. That is hurtful. That's why I shaved my head though. I shaved it.
Yeah,
We're
you
all
did.
good now. We're all good. No bald spot. It's just one giant bald spot now.
It is.
Okay, what's your favorite thing about Mr. Jeremy? What do you got on that?
He's funny.
He's funny. He's kind.
Sweet.
He's sweet.
Generous.
And he's generous. That's a good one, Ella.
His
What's
candy bars that he gives away on Halloween.
Okay, so we go to Mr. Jeremy and Miss Leanne's every Halloween.
We do.
Because, we love seeing them. It's great.
Yeah.
The real reason is, and if you're listening, Jeremy, Leanne, I'm sorry, but we're just going to give you the behind the scenes on this one. This is the Riff. They give away full-size candy bars.
Ew.
So it's like, we're gonna go by there. Here's what's even funnier. So I think maybe 2 years now running, I give away something during Halloween.
Yeah.
What do I usually give away?
A lemon.
An orange. And a potato.
Yep.
Yeah, and sometimes an avocado.
Yeah.
And then mom gets mad at you because produce is expensive.
That's right. But it's so funny when kids come to the door and they get an avocado. It's so funny.
Shyla
Yeah.
said she drank hers all up. She's like, I just stuck
Right?
a straw in my lemon and drank it.
I know, right?
I'm like, that's gross,
It's
but
funny.
okay.
It's funny. And then we found out that Mr. Jeremy was doing the same thing.
Wait, what?
Do you remember? He gave away avocados and apples, like just produce.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's hilarious. Some people say that two minds think alike, like when they're brilliant.
Yeah.
And that's what I would like to think of that. All right, Lily.
Okay.
Candy bars?
Candy
That's your
bars.
favorite thing about him?
Candy bars, yes.
Okay. Yours was generous, kind,
Sweet.
sweet, funny. That's a good one. What's your least favorite thing about Jeremy?
That he's not in Kid Point.
He's not in Kid Point. What is he
No.
doing? What does he do on the weekend? Why is he not there?
probably on stage.
Come on, Mr. Jeremy. What are you doing, man? All right, Lily, what's your least favorite?
His almond candy bars. I don't like almonds.
Come on, what are they doing with almonds? All right, another question. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. What is your favorite thing about Miss Leanne?
That she's my height. She is literally my height.
Yeah, she is. Lily, are you running? What are you running these days? How tall are you these days? About
Like 5 feet.
5 feet? Yeah,
Yeah.
4'10", 5 feet, right in that
I
area.
think it's like last time I measured, it was like 4'11". I don't know. But she's
That is-
about that.
yeah,
She's about
you can
that
look
tall.
her right in the eye.
Yeah.
That is very nice.
She's
Ella,
kind.
she's kind. She is kind. And I'm not even going to ask you least favorite because there is no least favorite
There's
for us.
no
Miss
least
Leanne.
favorite.
There's no least favorite. What are you doing right now, Ella? Are you taking your sweatshirt off?
Yes.
What? Are you hot? Gosh.
And it's snowing outside.
It is snowing outside a lot. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Kid Point. Okay.
Okay.
First off, if you're listening and you are a volunteer at Kid Point, I want to say thank you. Girls, do you want to say anything to any volunteers?
Thank you
Thank you.
for making it such a great place.
I love that, Ella.
Thank you.
Thank you. Just a lot of thank yous. Okay.
Just a lot of thank yous.
What? Listen, I'm going to go real. Okay. At the
Okay.
Glen House, we know there's roses and we know there's thorns.
Yeah.
Okay. With every rose, there comes a thorn. So I'm going to ask you good things and bad things about Kid Point
Okay.
because we can learn from both, right? We either win or we learn, right? All right. You ready? Favorite thing about Kid Point. Who wants to go first? Fight it out.
Got one.
No,
I
fight it
have
out.
one too.
I want you to fight it out.
What do
Who
you-
wants to go first?
Me.
Stop fighting. I don't want you to fight. No, now it's Lily's turn.
Okay. Worship.
Worship. That's your favorite?
Yeah.
I love that. All right, that's good. Ella,
Probably worship.
are you just copycatting? Is that
I said it
I'll
first.
copy everything that Lily said.
I said it
didn't say
first.
almonds. I didn't say the almond bar.
Oh yeah, you didn't. You didn't
I
say
didn't,
all.
I
All
didn't.
right. Okay. All right.
I didn't.
Okay. So worship is your favorite. You
Yeah.
love worship. I want to know what's a thorn of Kid Point. What's something we can learn? What's something we can work on? What's
In
a
Zone
learning?
45, we have a very small worship spot. Like, it's literally a rug.
We got a small spot in Zone 45. We go
'Cause
to the
there's a
Springfield
foos-
campus, right? There's
Yeah.
a foosball table.
There's a foosball table, and it takes up like all the space.
Are you saying lose the foosball table?
No.
Because the Glenn family is a foosball family.
No, I am not saying lose the foosball table. I'm saying make it a little bit smaller.
The foosball table? You want to go non-regulation foosball?
Make
Who
it like
are you? What are you talking about
make it like
right
a
now?
two-person foosball table.
A two-person foosball?
We made it at Home Depot. We made a two-person foosball table.
We did make one, with a tiny little bitty one. That's true. All right. So you're thinking bigger worship space so you don't have to be so contained.
Yes.
That would be a help in Kid Point.
Yes.
Okay. I love that. All right. Give me the best teacher there.
Rochelle.
Whoa. that
Rochelle
was a-
Dassel.
Whoa.
Rochelle
that was a
Dassel.
quick answer. Rochelle, if you were listening, my goodness, that was a quick
Yes,
answer.
Rochelle.
Yes, good job.
Okay.
Yes,
All
good
right.
job.
So, Rochelle, let's train some people up, right?
Yeah.
Listen, this is just a real talk. You ready?
Yeah.
And so far, you've done so good. This has been real. Are you ready for this one?
Yeah.
We're going to talk about Jesus on this one.
Okay.
So I want to know, let's see here, something that you have learned about Jesus in the past year that you're like, oh, I really like that about Jesus.
In the past year being 2025, like January and February?
Wow,
or in
that's a very good clarifying question.
or in the
I'm gonna
past year,
go with
like
the past
2024.
year, the past 12 months.
Okay.
So from
It's like
February
February
to
to
February.
February.
Even though this is releasing, I think, in March. It's like a
Okay.
time machine. All right, are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, in the past 12 months, something you've learned about Jesus that you really like about Jesus.
Well, I'll say something. Sometimes I talk to Mom about how, like, I think sometimes like that. I just ask myself the questions, is Jesus really a person?
Baby, that's such a good question.
Because sometimes I'm like, well, maybe he's not even a person.
But did you actually learn that though? Like no one really
No,
knows.
we didn't. Yeah, but no one really knows he's real, too.
Babe,
Yeah.
good question.
So I just don't really know
Yeah.
if he is real.
Is or was.
Yeah.
like as a person.
Like
Yeah.
as a living person.
Oh. Okay. I love that question. So what do you think Jesus is or was?
I don't really know. Maybe just he didn't exist on the world.
Really?
Maybe. I
Could be
Maybe.
a possibility.
Yeah.
I love the
Yeah.
question. Because those stories, you find those stories easy to believe about Jesus?
Because, like,
You're shaking your head no, right?
no, yeah.
Those are hard to believe, aren't they?
No, you said no one has walked on water because I've only seen a duck walk on water because it
they're
looks
not-
like,
but they're
yeah.
not actually walking
They're
on
floating.
water.
I've said
They're
that. I've said
floating.
that. We've talked about this. Where I'm
Yes.
like, I get it. Yeah, these are hard stories to read and then be like,
And then, like, he
Did that
brings
really
people to life.
Yeah.
I know.
Like,
He
when
ra-
they
he
die.
raises them from the dead.
know.
Like today we were doing our Bible, and
Yeah.
it was the Lazarus one.
Yes.
Literally, we read that one today.
Lazarus is the, let me
The
see.
lake,
No, I know this story. Lazarus is the guy that was Jesus's chauffeur. So he drove him around everywhere. And one day Lazarus, am I getting this right?
No,
Sure.
not
Oh,
Just,
no.
just yeah,
Lazarus was maybe a friend of Jesus's.
yeah,
And then he died.
yeah.
And then
And then
Mary and Martha told Jesus to come.
You gotta come
so
because
that
our-
he was
yes.
because he was so ill.
Yes.
And then Jesus just stayed.
No, because he already died.
he did.
Lazarus
He
died.
already died? He
And
was
they,
dead?
like, they they wrapped him up in like
cloth,
the
and then
cloth, and
they
then put
told
him in,
Jesus to
like,
come, but Jesus just stayed.
yeah. Jesus just like stayed there for like 4 days, I think.
And then what
And then
happened?
he came,
Yes.
and he knew that he could bring Lazarus back to life,
But
he sobbed.
yeah, and said he wept.
He cried. You know what? Oh, I'm going to cry right now. Those types of stories make me think that Jesus is real.
Yeah,
When the Bible says he cried, I'm like,
I feel like that's like real.
I think there's some human elements there that I'm like, if they're going to put that detail in, I think that's a pretty good detail.
Yeah,
He cried, he wept. And then right after that, what happened?
He came back to life.
Lazarus did,
yeah.
right?
Lazarus came
Yeah.
to life.
So we go from something that's really believable, because I've cried. Have you cried?
Yes.
Have you? Yeah, you say
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Have you cried, Lily?
Yes.
Especially
Me too.
after Red Dye 40.
After Red Dye 40, man, you cannot eat Red Dye 40 right now.
No.
Yeah.
It's not a good situation.
Nope.
No,
But I love Red Dye
It's so
40.
good.
It's so
It's
good.
so
No,
good.
you don't
But
like
it's
it.
so bad for you.
But Swedish fish. they're
Oh,
so
Swedish fish. When Ella eats Swedish fish, man.
they are so bad.
Okay, so we go from something that's so believable that Jesus cries to something that I've never seen. He raised someone from the dead. So when you ask that question, like, what's real? Is he real? Was that real? Those are such good questions. And did you also know that a lot of people my age still have those questions?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
It doesn't go away. Those questions don't go away. And I think that's maybe what everybody means by faith. Because there's something to it, right?
Yeah.
There's going to have to be a space to where you're just like, yeah, I don't know, but I believe.
Yeah.
Knowing and believing, I think, are two different things. Mom talks about that a lot, doesn't she?
yeah.
Yeah. Those are good questions.
Because Mom also said, like, you will have that for, like, a long time. And you don't have to decide now. Like,
On that story or this
Yes.
story or that. Yeah, right?
Like, you don't have to decide who Jesus is now. You have, like, a really long time left that you can
Yes.
spend on thinking of Jesus.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of a journey, right?
Yeah, like maybe learning more about him
Yep.
and worshiping more and, like, just reading the Bible more.
Yep.
I feel like the more and more you read the Bible, the more you understand who Jesus is and what he was.
I think so too. I think so too.
Yeah.
And the Bible can be confusing though.
It can.
It can. Which is also why Miss Meredith's podcast is so helpful. 'Cause
Yeah.
She walks up. So if you're listening and you got kiddos, it's a good podcast. We'll have a link in the show notes for that one because it's a really helpful one to
It's
listen to
so good.
with your kiddos as well. It's
Yeah.
a very, very good one. That's very helpful. Guys, great questions. Lily Jean, did you give me an answer?
What was the question?
The question was about the Jesus piece.
Oh, yeah. I've been talking this whole
You've
time.
been
You
talking this
go.
whole
What was the
time, man.
question?
The question was, what's something in the past 12 months that you have learned about Jesus that you really like?
Oh, yeah.
And Ella's answer was about learning about a couple of stories that might not be
'Cause, like,
believable.
Yeah, because I don't really know if he is real.
I didn't
right?
know that he didn't call himself the Messiah until the woman came to the well. He didn't call himself. He just called himself man.
So what? Yeah,
He didn't call himself the Messiah until that woman from a different country.
Why do you think that is?
Wait, what? What are the woman from a different country?
The woman from the different country came.
From did we watch this on The Chosen?
Yeah, she was from Samaria.
And then
And
what?
she came to the well, and Jesus was there while his disciples
And he
went into
tells her
town.
a secret.
He
right?
tells her that he's the Messiah.
Yep.
But
Why do
like,
you think that he didn't tell anybody else?
he didn't tell even his disciples? Like she was the first one. Even she was from Samaria, and he was not. And she was still the first one that he told. I didn't know that.
That is a pretty cool deal. That he's going to
Yeah.
tell a woman at a well, and that woman, people would probably in that culture look down upon,
Yeah.
and he chooses that person
I think I know
to share
why.
with. Why?
Why?
Because he wants to talk to people
Yeah.
who don't believe in him more than people that do.
Whoa.
Because if people don't believe him, if they don't meet him, they'll be like, who knows, he might not even be real.
Yeah.
But then if people who do know him are like, yeah, he's real, but I've never seen him. Like Jesus wants to spend more time with the people who don't know him.
But then why does he spend all that time with his disciples? He
Oh.
spends most time with his disciples than any other person.
Who knows, maybe he wants a friend.
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 So it looks like Jesus, from what I have read and understand, it looks like he spends a lot of time with his disciples.
Yeah.
Because there's an importance to helping people grow. But there's a really deep passion for him of what you're saying, Ella. So when you say, man, at times I don't even know what's real, what's not. Is he
Yeah.
this ghost
Yeah.
figure? Is he a real person? Is he
Yeah.
this up in the sky dad? What is this?
But if I feel like he had to be man because no one knew until that he could do miracles because until he did
Oh, yeah.
a miracle. But no one even knew that he did that miracle.
So as we have these discussions and we ask these big questions, I think that Jesus is here with us because I think that these are the questions he really likes.
Yeah.
Where he's like, whoa, I really enjoy Ella asking these questions of did I have skin? Was I a real person? Or am I just a ghost type spirit? Or what am I? I think he loves those questions. And when you ask the questions, Lily, of why would he just tell a woman at a well who he was? Why didn't he tell
Yeah.
his disciples? I think those are really good questions asked.
I think because he wanted it to be more unbelievable that he would tell a woman from Samaria at a well
I know, right?
than he would tell his disciples if you're excited about something, you go home and tell your mom and dad about it. But he didn't do that. He came down and he only told that one woman that he was the Messiah.
But then also, how I was saying is he wants to spend more time with the people who don't know him more than the people who do.
But,
But
then
then
why does he spend all that time with his disciples?
Yeah. Maybe he wants them to, if they believe in him, he wants them to know. He wants them to figure out themselves.
Oh, know for themselves. And that's where the questions come in. right?
yeah.
They read the Bible.
Yep.
Some of them, you can watch The Chosen and you can see them writing down some parts of the Bible.
That's right.
So then if they just really think hard and look back on the Bible, they will realize that is Jesus.
Ah, you know what? And the really cool thing about that is we can talk about that, but we don't have that experience, do we? I think it's really important, not just for kiddos, but for adults to say, I don't know this or I don't know that. Because I think questions actually lead to answers. And then those answers actually bring up
More
questions.
You could say, what's my name? And you could say, Ella. And then I could say, why? And then you could be like, because that's what we named you. And I could be like, why? Why can
That
just keep going
is
on?
true. Do you know why we named you Ella?
Because you like the name?
Nope.
Why?
It's my middle name.
No, it is not.
Justin Ella Glenn.
Yeah.
No, it's
I've
not.
never told you that, babe. But
It is not.
It's not. It's not. All right, I'm going to ask you. We're almost out of time. You guys have done so well. Oh, my word. Okay, are you ready for Pretty big question. Are you guys ready for this one?
Yeah.
All right. We've talked about Jesus. We've talked about Kid Point. We've talked about Jeremy. It is coming back to me. What is your favorite joke that I tell? Do you guys have that?
Probably that one on your Zoom call that was so hilarious yesterday.
Baby, there were so many I make. Which one was it?
Which one?
Because was it the one where everybody laughed?
It was the one where April thought you were just being stupid.
Okay, that's hurtful. I don't think that's right. I don't think that's right. What was the joke?
The sun's out, it's just cloudy.
Oh, that is funny.
I was trying to get a snack and you interrupted it.
Snowing, and I said, oh, really? It's snowing at your house? The sun's out here. And then everybody looked confused, and then I said, but it's just cloudy. Do you get it, Ella? Do you get it? Because the sun's out.
The sun's always out.
But there's just clouds covering it. You get it? Do you get it? Did you get it, Ella?
No,
Did you
that
get
doesn't
it?
make any sense.
That's funny, right?
I just stood there for like a solid 2 minutes, just like.
It's funny, Lillian. It's funny. What's your favorite joke I tell, Ella?
Let's just see if the people on the Riff can get this.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to say it really, really fast.
Okay, you're going to tell my joke?
Yes.
Okay.
You're driving the bus. 5 people get on.
Okay, 5 people get on
'Kay.
2
this
people
bus.
get off.
2 people get off.
Got it.
Then 99 people get on.
Hold on. 99 people get on. Okay.
7 people get off.
Whoa.
7 people get off.
How do you do 102?
Five.
Hold on.
5 people get on.
5 people get on. I hope if you're listening, I hope you're following this, and I hope you have a
2 people
calculator.
get
2
off.
people get off.
1 person gets on.
1 person gets on the bus.
How old is the bus driver?
103.
103.
Did you do that on your gizmo?
How
No.
old
I
is
was
the
doing it
bus
on this
driver
phone.
is the question, right? And everybody that's listening to the Riff is like, I have no idea. And then I ask you this. Tell me that riddle one more time slowly.
Slowly.
Okay. I'll say it slowly. You're driving a bus.
You are driving a bus. It's you. It's the listener. Oh.
So if I was saying it to you,
I would be 40.
Yeah.
I'm 40.
The
I'm
bus
40.
driver
Bus
is
driver
40.
would be 40.
Oh,
If I was saying it to
my word.
Lily, it would be 11.
11. I would be 11.
My word.
Driver would be 11.
It would be nice.
Girls, it's been a pleasure to have you on the Riff. It's
Pleasure to be on it.
Well, thank you. And I really
Yeah.
appreciate your honesty. I appreciate your questions. And as we continue to find and follow Jesus on this long journey, I hope you ask these questions year after year after year as we grow closer to him. Thank you for being so honest.
Thank you.
Anything else that you guys want to go through? Anything? We got another like 40 minutes or so if we want. Well, oh, there is something? There's an...
Yes.
Oh, okay. What?
Let's
What
talk
is it?
about our house, what we do in our house.
In our house? What do we do in our house?
We do
Okay.
fancy restaurant.
We do fancy.
And what we do for fancy restaurant is we decorate the tables so much. We all get in like fancy clothes. We go downstairs.
We do
Me-
that like once.
Me and
like
Lily
a
usually
year.
act like the waiters.
Okay.
We do that like once a year because you're always
then-
like, I don't want to change.
I don't do that usually. And
And then it's me changing and looking like a.
Okay, so we do fancy restaurant.
Yeah, and then
you guys
we
go back and
serve
forth on if you change or not,
then
and then you serve. That's right. We do fancy.
And then, Dad, you over here, you go into the laundry room. He has this invisible friend called Randy.
Oh
And
gosh.
he is one of the workers at Fancy Restaurant. And he always says that he's going on his smoking break. And then Dad goes into the laundry room and yells, "Do you just want to do it for us?"
Yeah, I have. I love that you brought this up. This is fun. Okay, so we do fancy restaurant,
gotta plug my
and
ears.
then I won't yell it. Because then we're gonna have a microphone. So I have an invisible friend that is
Yes.
the cook in the kitchen
Yes.
that's supplying our food, that's
Yeah.
providing it, and then I act like he is on a smoke break.
Yes.
And then I yell, "Randy, get back in the kitchen! Smoke break's over!"
Yes.
Yes.
But
yes.
it's like loud enough for like the entire neighborhood to
I
hear.
do
like,
yell it, and
Yeah,
then I act
like-
like Randy and I get into an argument.
I'm surprised.
Yeah,
I'm
they get-
surprised the police haven't come
and
yet.
then the last, and then the last time I
you
did
it.
I fired Randy.
yes.
Yep.
So now Randy's gone.
Randy's gone.
We don't do fancy restaurant
So we
anymore
can't do
because
fancy restaurant now. We're looking for a new cook.
We
And
are.
when we find one, we'll open it back up.
we will.
It'll be great.
It's closed right now though. Yeah.
Close, so we
All
can't
right.
do it anymore.
I'm glad you brought that up. That's great.
Thank you.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
you.
Thanks for bringing that
That's
up.
good. All right, Lillian, Ella, I love you very much.
I love you.
I am proud to be your dad, and I'm proud to have you on the Riff today. Thank you for being here. Riff Raff, Again, if you've got kiddos, make sure to hit that link. Meredith's podcast is awesome. Thanks for listening. And rumor has it that next week, Jeremy is back.
Woo!
Yay!
All right, Riff Raff. See you later.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to this episode of The Riff. We'll have a brand new episode every week, wherever you find podcasts.